What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. All right, so today we're going to be discussing UFO hotspots and other places where there are a lot of UFO activity and what could be causing these UFO hotspots. Um, so, as usual, I will put the link for the Hangouts. Let's see here. I will put the link for the Hangouts in the comment section on YouTube. So, if you want to come and join us, and give us your thoughts on UFO hotspots. Feel free. I'll grab the link for you guys right now. Oh, damn it. Wrong thing. You don't ever want to hit the wrong thing on this computer because then it'll take you 20 minutes to get back to whatever you were doing. All right, let's see here. UFO hotspots. Oh, hopefully everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I was going to do a live yesterday, but then I decided I don't want to ruin people's fucking Thanksgivings with my ugly mug. What up, Swaze? What up, Arthur? How you guys doing today? Doing good? Arthur, will you be mentioning anything about the booms, or have you done so on other lives? Yeah, I've actually talked about the booms before, and they're always explainable. You know, it's always something that's easily explainable. What up, James 83? Happy Thanksgiving, Arthur. You too, buddy. What up, Cupid? It's usually something that's highly explainable. A lot of times it turns out to be sonic booms from aircraft that are testing that, you know, fail to mention that they're going to be creating sonic booms, you know, so, you know. What up, Bo Weaver? How you doing, buddy?
Yo, what's up?
What we got on here?
Me.
Who's me? I can't see.
Swayze Fabian.
What up, Swayze? How you doing, buddy?
Good. Got a tie on my head.
You got a what?
A tie on my.
A tie on your head?
Yeah.
That's cool.
From last.
I guess. What up, Cupid?
Hello, gentlemen.
You're missing your tie on your head, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that's one way to do it. Anyway, what else we have on here, man? Yeah, but we've Thanksgiving Day was actually yesterday for us. I don't know. No one else actually celebrates Thanksgiving, do they? It's just an American holiday, right? Or does people try to copy it? I wonder. Do you guys have your own version of Thanksgiving? And where are you at? England or fucking London?
I'm in Australia.
Cupid, I was talking to you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my son. I missed what you said. No, we don't have Thanksgiving. We don't celebrate it at all.
No, I'm saying, do you have your own? I know you don't have Thanksgiving. That's an American. I know that. Do you have your own version? Like, is there a day where you celebrate the discovery of fucking England or anything?
No, not really.
Oh, you guys suck, dude. So you guys don't have like a pig out day where the holiday is all about eating food?
No, not specifically.
Man, that sucks, dude. Because we have, you know, like we have Halloween, which is all about eating candy, and then you have Thanksgiving, which is all about eating fucking food, and Christmas, which is all about presents. We have like our holidays are like really like one track. Fucking, this is it. You just get a bunch of something, you know, whether it's food or candy or presents. It's just a bunch of one thing, you know. And that's how we celebrate holidays in America. Who is that? Who just walked past you?
That was my son who sounds like me, missus.
Oh, okay. That was terribly mean of me. We had a spiral ham. Don't like turkey that much. I can't. I hate turkey, dude. I'm not gonna lie, man. I am not a big fan of turkey at all, dude.
How?
What do you mean? How? It's too dry. It's like
Getting it wrong.
it's way too dry. I don't care for turkey at all, dude.
So, what doesn't Kyle like to eat, and where do UFOs originate from and aliens? Goddamn fucking turkey.
That's right, dude. Motherfucking turkey, man. Yo, from Colorado, San Luis Valley hot spots for UFOs. Oh, Talia Rose. You see a lot of UFOs out there? In Colorado, San Luis Valley. I've never heard of that for a hot spot, but I bet you it probably is, man. You know, there's all kinds of hot spots that you don't know about, you know, that like you have to actually live there to know about them. So I was just saying, it's all about being grateful for what you have, silly. No. That's what they want you to believe. But the truth is, it's all about getting fat, you know, and putting on weight for the coming winter. That's what it's all about. What up, Coop? Alex? Not in Mexico, but Mexicans in America do. Anything that involves alcohol and food, Mexico is in. Fuck yeah, dude. There's like a bum saying, hey, haven't been in a while. How's everyone? Yeah, you were just on a couple of days ago. What are you talking about? You haven't been in a while. You're just on here a couple of days ago. About the hot spot of UFOs. That's awesome. Oh, so it's a perfect like category for today. So, you know, like Alex is saying though, or not like Alex is saying, but Alex would agree with me on this, that when it comes to UFO hotspots, Mexico has got to rank number one, I would think. What up, Edmund? How you doing, buddy? Daniel Moore. Everyone just gets on the piss and party on us on Oz Day. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Luna 1980. How you doing? I was saying Mexico for hotspots. Oh yeah, absolutely it is. That's actually, you nailed that one. Tell you, my uncle was a sheriff there for 27 years, mainly known for cattle mutilations. Oh. What up, Who Took My Mojo? How you doing, buddy? Bo Weaver, all about getting fat for the winter. First time I've ever heard that one, but it makes a lot of sense. That's because I just pulled it out of my ass. Arthur, have you ever thought of doing a UFO proof podcast? Yeah, you know, I've thought about it. But I don't know. I mean, you know, it seems like just a YouTube live without the YouTube, you know, without the video, right? Yes, Mexico, I would consider it a hotspot for sure. Absolutely. What are your thoughts? You think you consider Mexico like a top hotspot?
I suppose, yeah.
I mean, like, what do you mean you suppose? I mean, I'm talking, there's fucking countless UFO sightings that come out of Mexico. And true, there are a lot of frauds and hoaxes that come out of Mexico, but there are a number of legitimate cases and legitimate sightings. I mean, you guys got to think about this. So, if you're an alien species flying around in a UFO, all right, and you discover Earth, you want to go and investigate its population. Well, you realize humans are the apex predator on Earth. So we're the dominant life form on Earth. You would want to go where there's the biggest collection of us, right? Mexico City is the world's most populated city, all right? There are more people in Mexico City than any other city in the world. So wouldn't that be like a good destination if you wanted to go and research humans living on this planet? What do you think, Cuban?
Well, if if we found an alien planet and it had life forms on, and we look at those life forms and we think, oh my God, they're the nastiest fuckers on this planet. Let's go and land in the middle of fucking millions of them. Or should we land in a field a million miles away from most of them and maybe snatch one? I don't know. I don't know.
Edmund is saying, you guys hear about that Q stuff? I did not. Nidorondon, how do you say that name? Nidrodondon? Dadon? Nidrodon? Cupid, pronounce that name.
Nitrodonto.
Nitrodon. Okay.
Nitrodonto.
How you doing, buddy? Cobra 89 says San Diego is for sure. I bet you San Diego would be. Sasha is saying, isn't it accepted in Mexico? Yes, it is, dude. Like, they celebrate it in Mexico. They see a UFO, they break out the cerveza and their sombreros, and they fucking, they start, breaking piñatas and shit, dude. They love it. What up, Headwork? How you doing, buddy? Ohio got lots, but it might be that big Air Force base. Could be. But they do have a lot of sightings. Maybe they're just checking in on their handiwork. Absolutely, Boliva. Why not? No Black Friday shopping. Well, Black Friday is over, dude. Black Friday, I think, ends at like 11 o'clock, dude. Like, all the deals that you get on Black Friday, they all stop at I think it's already over, dude. There might be a couple places that keep it going all day, but most places will do it from like 5 in the morning till like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, or the morning. Excuse me. If they go to Mexico City, they will get shot or stabbed, or they will get kidnapped and held for ransom. Very true. Very true. They love kidnapping in Mexico, dude. I don't know what, that's like their big thing, dude. They'll kidnap fucking anybody there. Hey Kyle, big hi from a UK, bro. Hell yeah. Yo, what's up, Rob? UK, how you doing, buddy? Well, that explains who took the Mayans then. It could be. James 83 is saying, one day when you get time, I need your help with a few things on how to do a live. Have a good idea on a channel subject, but I'm not sure how to include Google Hangouts. Like, oh yeah, dude, just hit me up, man, and I'll go over it with you and help you set it up and everything, man. What's your idea for your channel? Oh, I don't. Well, I guess you don't have to tell us or anything, so you don't ruin the surprise. But yeah, dude, definitely, I'll give you a hand, man. Who took my mojo? I saw a balloon that looked like a balloon, but it wasn't a balloon. For you guys who don't know, who took my mojo was actually, he was like an insider with the balloon summoners for like a long time, and then he saw fucking UFO proof, and at first he even questioned. He was like, I don't know about that about me, because I was all such a shit talker. But he switched and he turned and he was like, you know what? He's right. Fuck, those guys are idiots. They're fucking staring at balloons. This is bullshit, man. So he switched sides, man. He came over and joined our side, man. Cooper is saying, LOL, it was widely accepted in Mexico, but they love Musan, and I think he tends to exaggerate. You think he tends to exaggerate? Come on, Alex. He exaggerates like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, and Cooper's right. He's saying, yes, Sasha, there is a bunch of cool videos with UFOs around volcanoes in Mexico. They fucking love volcanoes, dude. That's another huge hotspot for UFO activity is volcanoes, dude. Anywhere you go.
Why do you think so?
I don't know, dude. I'm assuming that with the whole, like I say, like the UFOs are here collecting data, for whatever reason. They're just, and whatever their main agenda is, I don't have a fucking clue, but they're seem to be gathering data, and just collecting information for whatever reason. And if you're collecting data and information on a planet and its well-being or lack thereof, volcanoes would be a great way to start. You'd want to investigate their volcanoes. Maybe it helps you decide how healthy a planet is.
Well, that kind
Yeah,
of makes sense. I mean, when we look at other planets, we're always looking for like activity in the actual planet. Has there been life? Blah blah blah. You
yeah,
know, we're always looking
exactly.
into that kind of thing, aren't we? So like, we look at other stars to understand our star.
Daniel Moore is saying, I kind of reckon aliens' perception of us would kind of be like our perception of ants, irrelevant, and we would look at an ant nest and try to communicate with an ant. You know what I mean? Exactly. The best way to get a hold of me would be through Hangouts or through email. Here, let me put my email up here. Turn my cap locks off. Boom. There's my email, so you can get a hold of me there. If they want to see it, this is from Cobra 89. If they want to see a volcano, they would go to Olympus on Mars, right? That's true, but Olympus on Mars doesn't contain all the life. Like Mars doesn't contain all the life like planet Earth would. So whether they're gathering data or whatever from, I don't think it's strictly because of the volcano. I think it's like they're targeting Earth, and volcanoes are a good way to help judge the quality of a planet, maybe something like that. So unsure aliens' perception of us would be like our perception of Mexicans. No, that's terrible. Don't say that's fucking stupid.
Well, Kyle, if
Yeah,
Mexico is a hot spot,
I agree with Cooper. He's saying boo. Yeah, I know that's fucking stupid. Go ahead, Cupid.
if Mexico is a hotspot for UFOs, and as you were saying, it's got a huge population, is it a hotspot purely because it's got a huge population? If you've got a little tribe of 10 people living in the middle of nowhere, they might just have the exact same amount of UFOs, but there's only 10 of them to see them, whereas in Mexico, there's a lot of people. So could it just be down to population?
Um, yeah, no, I think you're right. I think like it was, it's not necessarily the population. I think that's just a good way to that's a good way to, I think it would make a lot of sense why you would have UFOs visiting Mexico in the numbers that that people are seeing there. I mean, there's just tons of them, tons of reports and everything. Cooper saying, I love tacos and beer. Sasha saying, I love tacos. Who took my mojo saying, Kyle, one of the most under researched subjects is USOs, but today they have some great underwater drones. That's true. I think this area will open up. I agree, especially with like the speed at which like the drone technology is growing. It's definitely going to be a big part of it soon. Cupid, can you host for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Would anybody like to jump on? Alex, get your butt in here. Do we have to list on our own different types of UFOs or controversies or have a description of? Not quite sure about that, Arthur. I don't think it's necessarily relation pyramids in Mexico. Yeah, Alex, if, and I'm saying if Mexico is a particular hotspot, yeah, it could be something to do with all the pyramids. Because I always thought until recently, if you're looking for pyramids, it's Egypt. Egypt is the place where you get pyramids. But in actual fact, no, it's not. Mexico has got something like, what, 500 freaking pyramids. There's only something like less than 100 in Egypt. So, yeah, that was a bit of surprising news for me when I learned that. DNA is very like tiny pieces of the puzzle. The DNA is so necessary. Space files show the existence of them. So, guys, if you had to pick a place and you weren't allowed to pick Mexico, where would you say the next most likely places to see a UFO? I mean, as Alex says, they could be going to Mexico because of all the pyramids. Maybe there's something to that. Personally, I don't know whether there's a proper connection between pyramids and UFOs. I don't believe that pyramids were built the way they say they were built. And when you hear all these theories about pyramids being landing sites for UFOs to gather their energy and yeah, whatever. I personally don't believe that, but um, no, Edmund, I haven't done any research into reptilians. I think the only time I'd do research into reptilians would probably be if I was thinking about having one as a pet. I don't believe that we have reptilian people in the earth. I don't believe, like Kyle, that the Queen is a reptilian.
I don't believe the Queen is reptilian, you fucking asshole. Shut up.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I believe the Queen is a fucking reptilian, dude. I mean, sure, she's probably immortal, you know, but I'm not saying she's a reptilian. I understand, dude, how like fucking how she still looks the fucking same, but her sons look like fucking ancient, you know? Like, she's been queen forever, but like, you know, like she looked like an old lady back in the 80s, you know, when I was a little kid. Like, she hasn't fucking changed any, dude. Like, you know, you think she would look completely decrepit by now, but no, dude, she still looks like she just like sits and eats like preservatives all day long, dude, you know?
Have you seen the Queen when she took over the throne? And have you seen her now? There's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, when she took over the throne, dude, she was banging, dude. The Queen was hot, man. Yeah. I would have hit that, dude.
You wish.
He's like, don't talk shit about the Queen. Days on the Queen's gate. So what were we on before we got into the whole Queen being a reptilian thing? Where were you?
Why have we got more UFOs in Mexico than anywhere else?
Yeah, you know, I think well, you know, and I'm not sure that we have more of them, but it just seems that people like report them a lot more. There's at least a lot more sites than the media puts out. There are thousands of sites. Most are in the West.
Alex said, could it be because there's so many pyramids in Mexico?
It could be. I mean, like, think about it, you know, like, and I've said this before in plenty of videos that, you know, the real pyramid builders are Mexicans, are from Mexico, you know. I mean, Egypt has, well, I think like 96 pyramids. Or no, they found a couple new ones. So I would think Egypt probably has like 101 pyramids, as opposed to Mexico has over 10,000 pyramids, you know.
Is it that many?
Yeah, dude. I mean, there are so many, you know, they're on a much smaller scale, but there are so many of them, dude. It's unbelievable, man. There are more pyramids out there than any place else on our earth. You know, it's more pyramids in Mexico than the entire earth. All the other places on earth where there are pyramids, all of them combined, there's more in Mexico than everywhere else on the earth combined.
I didn't realize it was that many, though. I thought it was like, say, 500-600 maybe.
No, dude, it's a shitload, dude. They have so many pyramids out there. It's nuts, dude. You know what? Another place, and it's so underrated, man. But Peru has a ton of pyramids too, and it's completely underrated. Like people don't bring up Peru as being a place of pyramids, only because the pyramids are excavated. They have been left the way they were fucking found, just totally dilapidated, fucking just covered with dirt, and it's like the sands of time are just like blown over it and completely like hidden the pyramid. But there are a ton of pyramids in Mexico or in Peru, dude. And people always, no one ever acknowledges that. Let's see. Rob Cause we rock. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. You guys suck is what you do. All right. I really like the Zimbabwe encounter Nadia. Oh yeah, Smooth Virus. Me too. That's one of my favorite. Peru's Gate of the Gods that had to be a portal. I don't know about that. In fact, I think you might be talking about. What do you mean the Gate of the Gods? Where at? What site? Smooth Virus is saying, have you done any research into mound building culture, Kyle? Yes, actually, I have. The mound building culture is a culture in America that, as the name says, it built mounds, and some really impressive ones too, man. Like the Smooth, what's the name of that snake mound or whatever? It shows it's actually an edifice of a giant snake eating eggs, and it's really fucking cool, dude. Like I think it's like Snake Mound or Snake Mountain or some shit like that, man. But it's really fast. I mean, it's fascinating, dude. And you can't tell what it is unless you're up in the sky. Like you'd have no idea that it's a giant snake eating, and it's a particular kind of snake because it's an egg eater because it's eating eggs, which is something you only seen by like one or two species of snake. Yeah, but Snake Mound, it's in Ohio. Yeah, okay. Oh, you've been there? Sweet, dude. Now, do you think like mound builders somehow they have something to do with UFOs, or what's the deal with that? What are your thought? What are you thinking? Like, what was the point of bringing up the mound builders? One of the sites in Mexico has lava on top of the floor around the pyramids that was buried there, so it must be a lot older than admitting. Could be, absolutely.
Gyro saying the Snake Mound is in Ohio.
Who was saying that?
Gyro. Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
That's what Smooth Iris just pointed that out. Daniel Moore is saying, plus if alien existence is 100% real and fact, we wouldn't be alive unless we served some sort of purpose, considering how destructive and dangerous we are. Well, yeah, I mean that's not necessarily true. If they have simply nothing to do with us and they came, and started studying us or whatever, I mean, it would in the end it would still be the same, right? The Aclove is considered a portal. Where is the Aclove? I'm not sure what he's talking about there. I remember there was one near a little town of Ohio I lived in when I was a little kid. Just a square mound. I just never understood all those mounds and shit, dude. But these mound burials, I do find really interesting because one, as you guys know, I believe there might have been giants in the past. All right, who took my mojo in Peru at Gate of the Gods. Yeah, I know. I keep trying to tell you, where is the Gate of the Gods? There's not a city or town called Gate of the Gods. So I'm trying to say, where is it in Peru? Like, what is the Gate of the Gods? Are you talking about? I mean, what are you talking about? What megalithic site is this at? Because I'm not so sure you're talking about Peru, man. I think you might be talking about Bolivia. Kyle, check a Google image. It looks like a portal. Where can you find out where it's at? City of Puno. Oh, okay. It is Peru. Yeah, I don't know about it then. This Gate of the Gods. I haven't heard of it then. I don't know what it looks like. I've never heard of the town of Puno, but I'll have to check it out, man. Sounds cool. By the time the first settlers showed up in Ohio, the mound builders had all been dead for 300 years. It's near Lake Titicaca. I like Lake Titicaca. You know, right across from Lake Titicaca is another lake called Lake Poo Poo. I think he's talking about a cross-shaped opening in the rock that supposedly used a golden disc to activate it. That's the door of the gods, the gate of the gods. Yeah, that's it looks ancient. Check the pic, bro. I know, but what pic did you know, like?
I think he's talking about the picture I've got up on my screen at the moment.
Let's see here. That's the Stargate. Oh yeah, this ancient Stargate. Oh, I know, the Devil's Door. That's what that's called. Yes, that's called the Devil's Door, man. Not the Gate of the Gods. Right? That's the Devil's Door. That is a cool spot, man. You know, what was the point of this, man? And tell me that it doesn't remind you of tell me, doesn't it remind you guys of Petra? And also in the same sense, doesn't it remind you of motherfucking Turkey? You know, right? Giants in them days, men of renown, people with knowledge and understanding, knew and never stood on shoulders of really tall beings. What? All right, I guess that's one way. There's a lot of mountains here that no one goes, would love to explore. The abandoned coal mines. Coal mines have been known to have artifacts in the coal. Yeah, that's true. You know, they supposedly had found artifacts in the coal, which would make, you know, because some of these deposits were literally like 1 billion years old or something, you know, and they found artifacts supposedly in the coal. I don't know how true that is, you know, but I think it's really interesting. That's right, motherfucking Turkey, dude. Well, you know, like the Door of the Gods there in Peru, they also have well, how it's like cut into the side of the rock like that. That, I mean, it just reminds me of Petra, and Petra and took that exactly from Turkey. You know, in the end, it always goes back to Turkey. You see, and no matter what happens, dude, in the very end, it will always link back to motherfucking Turkey, dude. I bet there is a lot of unexplored places where you live, Kyle. Probably. I live in fucking Washington State, man. You know, but I live like not on the cool side. You know, I live on the west side of the state, man. The east side of Washington State is where it's all happening. That's where you have like Mount Rainier and Mount Adams and all of like the volcanic landscape, all the volcanoes everywhere, like about Mount Shasta and stuff. That's where James Gilead's ranch is, and you know all that cool shit, man. So you know they got the ocean out there. You know, like that's a cool site over here, dude. We got hills and windmills, dude. That's it. Hills and windmills. Um, anyone basically what I'm saying, if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulder of giants. Newton meant he spoke of it as a metaphor. Yeah, duh.
Kyle,
Of course, he spoke of it as a metaphor. You didn't think who honestly believed that at one time Newton was literally talking about standing on the shoulder of a giant dude? Of course, it's a metaphor. Like sexy, who am on? Cusco, they have unique ancient megalithic stonework that can't be duplicated. Yeah, they do. They have you know, and that's one thing. And Cubid, tell me your thoughts on this, man. So you know the site of Sexy Huaman?
no.
All right.
Look
Look it up. Look it up real quick so you can see what it looks like, dude. It's an incredible megalithic structure built in Peru. It appears what they're saying, when you look at it, they're saying that it was built as a fortress to fight off invading armies, you know, and to protect their king or whoever, you know. Uh let's see. Cubit is, if you can find a picture, can you throw it up?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to spell it, to be perfectly honest. You don't want to see the way I spelt it. You really don't.
Oh, just get it close, dude. Yo, the computer should be able to pick it up. Don't you have like the okay Google? Can't you have to just use the microphone and say Sexy Woman? Of course, every time I try to Google Sexy Woman using the little microphone, it comes up a sexy woman.
That's kind of what I'm getting.
Right? As the giants spoke in the Bible, and the ones you believe are also metaphor is all I mean. Yeah, you know that's what academics are saying, that these giants were metaphor. I think that the giants were physical beings, you know, that were actually here, and that they came at a time before us, you know, like when he's saying that there was even the flora and fauna and all the, you know, plants and animals and stuff were giants back before like humans like really took over. Yeah, back during the ice age, you know, everything was fucking giant. So it would make sense that if there were any people, there would in fact be giant people. You know, we're just simply remembering it.
I'm going to stop searching for that because the last thing I got was a freaking Muslim dating website. So no, fuck this.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I'll do a
god,
lot for
dude.
you, Kyle, but I'm not
Stop
going there.
trying to date Muslims on my fucking Google Hangouts, you pervert. All right, I'm
If
gonna
I
try to
want
look
to do that, I'll ask Sean.
Saxe Huaman, Peru. So you have to add like Peru in it. No, see, I got Saturday, Peru. I love it. All right, so here, I got this popped up for you real quick. Let me share my screen. All right, so here, check this out, you guys. Okay, so let's see here. Share the screen. Do. All right. All right, can you guys see my screen?
We're looking at your
You been?
desktop at the moment.
You're looking at my desktop. Oh, okay. Here, hang on. So, here, like this.
Yeah, the other day when you were doing a stream, by the way, you thought you were showing what you were talking about, but in actual fact, you
No,
were
I
just
know. I
showing
remember
your
that's yeah.
keyboard
It was
pad.
because of my extended screen, dude. I realized that. Sorry, I got a fucking million notifications, dude. I gotta click out. God damn it. They're gonna keep popping up too. Okay, cool. I think it's stopped. All right, so now you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So here we have fucking awesome sexy Huaman. And so now do you realize what I'm talking about? You know this site in Peru, right?
To be honest, I don't think I'd seen it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Where the fuck have you been, dude?
I'm old. I've got Alzheimer's. My memory's
Oh my
fading.
god, dude. This is like one of the most famous archaeological sites in Peru, dude. And anyone who's a fan of ancient aliens and ancient civilizations has got to know sexy woman. Sexy woman.
See, to me, that just looks like a battlement, like a wall for a castle of some form.
Correct. All right. So that's the thing. All right. So now this is what they're saying. That's in fact what they call sexy woman as a fortress. All right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. See. So and it looks like walls, like defending your castle or whatever is up on top or behind the behind sexy woman. All right. So here, this is hopefully you guys can see this well.
Yeah, we can see it fine.
All right. Yeah, that's a little bit better. All right. So they say it's a fortress because of the way it looks. All right. And so that's what they say. It's for battling. The Inca used it to battle other armies or whatever, invading armies, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, at first glance, I could see why people would make that mistake. All right. But as you sit there and research it and look around and realize what's all happening, you basically got to come to the same conclusion that I did. That is in fact not a this is not a fortress for defending a castle or defending any kind of anybody. All right. So when you get up on, like, right here, you can see, if you can see my mouse, you see where the green is right there?
Yeah.
These aren't walls. That's where the earth is. So when you're walking, see the people up there? They're back here.
See, I would expect it, if it was a castle, to have walls sticking up slightly on them parts rather than just being flat.
You see that? Well, the people are just standing up there. They have if there was an invading army, these walls don't offer any kind of protection. They do nothing. Your army is in fact standing out in the plain fucking open. The only thing that these rocks are protecting is the dirt behind them. All right.
But if you look at the back of the third level, they look as though they've maybe got a wall. So maybe these lower points were so that an invading army would have to scale the first part of a wall and be on a flat bit of ground where they could still be shot. And then they'd have to scale a second part, possibly, where a similar situation. And the top layer could actually be the part where the defenders would be, because it actually looks as though there's a wall there.
But that's the thing. There is, in fact, not a wall. Everywhere you go, up onto the very top, or right here, is just flat ground.
Oh, right.
It's, yeah. So, like, when you go around, if you, maybe I could find some pictures of it. I mean, you can even see it from like Google Earth and stuff, But once you're up there, it's all ground. It's all flat layered ground. It kind of looks like the terraces in Peru.
So what is it then?
No one knows. They're saying that they say it was a fortress, and I'm saying bullshit. It wasn't a fucking fortress. These rocks, these giant walls couldn't fucking possibly defend anybody. They couldn't defend anybody. So what was the point of making these? What were they for? Were they retaining walls for something? You know, I mean, who fucking knows? But I mean, uh, being a fortress as for defending, defending your army, defending people. There's no way that this would ever work as any kind of a fortress, you know? So it's just like, really, what is it for? That's part of the mystery. And then it's like, it seems like it's protecting whatever is up on top of this hill. And what's on top is this really interesting, like this, I forget what it's called, like the sun disk or sundial or something weird like that, man, up on top, man. And it's got like these weird little channels that run to it. And I wonder if we can find a picture on here anywhere. So this is like Ollantaytambo and Machu Picchu. I mean, look at that. That's so fucking crazy. Yeah, you can see how like these people are just fucking standing there. Every time they go up, they're completely exposed. But look how they layered these rocks together. Now look at this Cupid. Can you see where my mouse is pointing?
Yeah.
Okay. See this construction right here?
Yeah.
This is newer construction.
Yeah, it looks newer with the smaller.
This is what the Incas were capable of, is doing kind of construction like this shoddy masonry work, comparatively speaking, to these gigantic megalithic stones that are carved and put into place. I mean, with absolute precision. I mean, it's mind-boggling. And this stone is very brittle. Okay, yes, it's big. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, it is giant pieces of stone, but it is incredibly brittle. And if you do not hammer and chip away at this correctly, you could crack the whole boulder in half like it ain't shit. So it's like they had to get it right every single time, dude. There was no fucking around, man. And UFOs are a huge hotspot out here, man. Out here, Machu Picchu, and Lake Titicaca. They're claiming that UFOs are coming out of the lake and investigating, Machu Picchu and shit like that. That's pretty cool, man.
If you could go to one place in the world and do a UFO investigation for a couple of months, totally funded, where would you go? What exactly would you be looking for? Would you be looking for UFOs, USOs?
Well, God, that'd be hard, dude. I mean, like, one, I would love if I could have it totally funded and everything. I would love to go to Egypt. I would love to see ancient Egypt. There are so many cool, mysterious sites there. I mean, I think it'd be fantastic. But I think if it was totally funded and I could go anywhere, I think I would go to Peru, just because of all the countless sites. You're talking Machu Picchu, Sacsayhuaman, Ollantaytambo. You're not that far from Bolivia, so you can go and see Pumapunku and Tiwanaku. I mean, that that's where I would go if I could just go anywhere, man. Oh, here, look, see, here's the top. I wonder if this will show a bigger picture. All right, so yeah, look here. Let me see if I can zoom in anymore. All right, so here's the walls right here. You see that?
Yeah.
Cuban.
Yeah.
These are the walls protecting fucking this up here. And see how it's got this weird disc thing? And there's like these little channels that are made that all go around it, and then they all plug into it. Like, it's fucking crazy looking, dude. What the hell it's up there for, But it appears to have a bunch of like little water conduits like running to it. And so maybe Go ahead.
Surely they didn't make something like this just so they could fucking sacrifice people to the gods or something.
Oh, you know
There had
it,
to be
dude.
more to it.
Oh, you know it, dude. You know, um, yeah, dude. God will sell you out in a minute, man. If he thinks that he's gonna get himself a sacrifice. Let's see here. Where would you go, Cuban? Totally funded.
If you'd have asked me that a year ago, I'd have said Area 51. But to be perfectly honest, you're going to see sod all there. I'd like to go to the pyramids.
Yeah, God, I know. Me too, man. You're talking about the pyramids in Egypt, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know. Me too, man. I mean, that whole place, Egypt is just basically such an incredible kingdom that lies just a couple feet under the sand. You know, just beneath everyone's feet. The most spectacular treasures are still waiting to be discovered, man. You know, just sitting there waiting for us, waiting for the day when we can, actually go there and excavate and dig around and learn from all the evidence that that's still there, man. That's just hidden under the sands of Egypt.
But I believe when you go to Egypt, they won't let you film and stuff like that when you're going into the pyramids, will they? Or will he?
Oh no, I think you can film when you go into the pyramids, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of video of it.
All right.
Maybe they changed the law or something. I don't know, but I've seen tons of video of people going into the pyramid, you know.
Right.
But anyway, I mean, I like these machine cuts, like these so-called like machine cuts, man. These are really interesting. You know how you get some of these. Hmm.
I was thinking the other day, with the pyramids, the way you've got those very narrow tunnels that a person
Yeah.
can't fit down, and apparently now they've got like stone doorways that have possibly dropped down in the way.
Wait, say it
Well,
again.
in the pyramids in Egypt, in some of the pyramids, you've got these small tunnels going out of the pyramid, and they're supposed to be aiming from, like, say, the king's chamber to one of the stars on Orion's belt, and from the queen's chamber to is it a star to do with freaking Venus or whatever. These tunnels are supposed to be directed
Yeah.
at specific places. Could they have had an actual use? Could they have been used, if you like, to do with a police system to get rocks up? Um, could they have actually
Oh
had a
yeah,
use at the
absolutely.
time? And maybe now they're blocked off with a metal stone to stop sand from falling down and going into the pyramid or whatever. Could they have an actual use? Because they had to, they were made for a specific reason, whatever that may
Absolutely.
be.
Yeah, a tomb my fucking ass, dude, you know. I already put this in the chat. You missed it, but again, I seen new clips about what you were saying about them slowing the net for certain sites. Yeah, that really sucks. We all need to raise hell. Absolutely, James 83. Exactly, man. That's why that's why I made it a point to even make a video on that. Sorry for breaking the conversation for a minute. We'll get right back into it. All right, Cupid. But I just want to point out that James 83 is absolutely right. And we need to raise hell because they will be controlling the fucking internet if we let them, So we won't have like the fucking our access to fucking internet like we do now, dude. And all the fucking kick-ass sites that and it's not even I'll tell you the truth, it's not even like me, it's like a lot of my friends, like especially people on here, go on to like conspiracy websites and shit like that. And you got to understand, those will be the first fucking thing to go, dude. All right. Any of this stuff where people spread fake news, well, that'll be the first thing fucking gone, dude. Guaranteed, man. So if you're a fan of Disclosed TV, fucking say goodbye, dude, because that'll be the first fucking thing that goes, dude. You know, like even channels like channels I can't stand, like Alex Jones, dude, will be fucking gone, dude. You know, I mean, maybe that's a good thing, but I mean, even then, I'm just saying, you know, I can't stand Alex Jones. I don't want to see his channel or his website, like Prison Planet or whatever, Infowars.com. I don't want to see that shit get throttled back to where people can't go and visit it, you know, because that's fucking ridiculous, man. You know, and so for even people that I can't fucking stand, I don't want to see that happen to, you know, and that's what's going to happen. And like people, we need to like make it a point to go out there and say something and say, hey, motherfuckers, don't fuck with our shit. This isn't fucking China. This isn't fucking North Korea where you get to control what we see on the internet, man, because that's absolutely what's going to happen. It's going to be sold to the highest bidder, you know? So who's ever got the most money is going to be able to control the internet and what you're able to see on it, dude. So I just think it's a point that we need to go and raise hell and let people know that this is bullshit. And, you know, it's not, none of the Republican base, they don't support this. It's the Republicans in power that are doing this because they're being paid off to do it. You know, they don't even support it themselves. They're being paid off to do it, and they're just too greedy, and they don't have the guts to say no to the money. You know, they just can't say no to it. They gotta have the money. I need more money. You know, they can't ever say no to it, dude. And that's the problem, you know. But yeah, so James, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, because it's absolutely true. But Cubit, I want to get back into what you were saying. So we continue again.
Well, talking about the net neutrality thing, I don't think. I mean, there's
no,
a
I was
vote
talking
on the
about the
floor.
fucking what you were talking about before with the
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just commenting on what you've just been talking
yeah,
about.
please go ahead. Feel free to comment on it. Though. Go ahead.
That is an absolute freaking disgrace. People, it's kind of like we're gonna take a shitload of stuff off you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Plus, we're gonna be able to give you a shittier service and charge you more. And you know what you can do about it?
Fuck
Nothing.
off. Nothing. There ain't nothing you can do about it, dude.
It's an
No one has
absolute
the fucking money. They are at Cubid. They are absolutely going to do this, dude. You know, this isn't a fucking joke. This isn't fucking fake news. You know, this is fucking absolutely real. And I know that it seems like shocking that fucking, Trump would do it. All right. But it's not Trump per se. It's the guy he put in charge of it. And the guy he put in charge of it is paid off by these fucking companies. And so when they go and have this fucking vote, all these people are voting on it their campaigns are all funded by Verizon, by fucking AT&T, shit like this, these giant telecom networks, you know, they will fucking own the internet and be able to control what sites get what kind of traffic. And if they don't like what your site puts out, they can make it so you get no traffic, you know, and they will absolutely do this, dude. And I don't care how much you fucking love or praise Trump. You gotta fucking say something, because to him, it doesn't matter. He doesn't use the fucking internet. He uses Twitter, you know, as long as Twitter doesn't get affected, he won't give a fuck, you know, but you get what I'm saying though? It does not registering to him what's about to happen, because he's not online like we are, you know, he doesn't sit and go on the computer and fucking do shit online. He doesn't know how to use a computer, you know, he just knows how to send out tweets on his phone. That's it, man. You know, but he is about to have our fucking net neutrality laws are about to totally be fucking erased. And they're going to it's going to the highest bidder, dude. And it's such a fucking sham and a scam, you know, because people aren't fucking brave enough to not take the money. They're too greedy, dude. They're like, I need it. I gotta fucking I need more. Just fucking give me every fucking penny, please. You know, they need it all, dude. And they're just too greedy, and they can't say no. They don't want the money. And they're about to sell out our fucking freedom, you know, like, you know, if we want to go on and watch a German shit video, we have the fucking ability to do that, you know, but soon we're going to lose that ability. It's going to be what they determine, what they think we should see, you know, and we're going to have no control over it. And like you said, there's fuck off, nothing we're going to be able to do about it unless we stop it now. We have to stop them from being able to vote on it, because once it's passed, we're fucked, you know?
Yep.
Anyway.
It's going to vote on the 14th as well,
14th.
isn't it?
Absolutely. Yep. They're going to vote on the 14th, man. So this shit, it's like we have to make a big fuss about it, man, because it is absolutely happening. So I don't care if you're on the left or the right. You need to fucking go and say something and fucking, you know, write your fucking congressman, write your senator, fucking make a phone call, say something, because we're about to lose total control of our internet to the highest bidder, dude. And that's fucking ridiculous, dude. You know?
Philip DeFranco, I think it was the other day, did a video on it, and he was basically giving a link out, telling you how to find out your local senator, no matter where you were, and find their phone number, and basically saying, ring the motherfucker, ring him, and say, I don't agree with this, and keep him tied up on the phone, because at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to change these guys' minds, you know, the people who are in power, is if they're threatened with being taken out of power.
Absolutely, man. You know, if we let them know that we will fucking vote you out of office, you know, that's like, I will spread it to every single person that you are taking away our internet and we need to vote you out of office. That is the only way that these people will fucking side with us. Then they will say, okay, we don't care about the money because the money won't do us any good if we don't have the power, you know? And if you don't have power, these companies don't give you money. You get it? So they have to have the power first. You know, they have to be in that position for them to get the money. If they're not in that position, they don't get the money and it won't count for shit, dude. So, you know, you're absolutely right, Cupid. That is the only way to get anything accomplished is if we fucking threaten these motherfuckers and say, hey, you know, we will vote you out of office if you fucking vote for this, dude. If you go and you support them fucking selling out our internet to the fucking highest bidder, that we will vote you out of fucking office. It is absolutely, and there's, you know, what's really sad is it's gonna fucking happen. As much noise as that we're raising right now, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. You know, it's like, unless we really get people in on it, dude, it's gonna go down, dude. It's totally gonna fucking happen. And they're gonna do it like it's basically just slipping under the radar, man, you know, and you might not notice anything at first, but when it fucking happens, when people start realizing they don't have control and they can't go and see sites that they used to visit before and shit like that, people actually start realizing what's happening, it's going to be well too late to do anything about it. Once the law is voted into place, you know how hard it is to fucking get it out of law. They have to fucking go and vote for it and do all this other shit again. And then you have all this bureaucracy and red tape and bullshit to deal with. It's fucking, it sucks. That's why we need to say something now. That's why you guys have no idea how important it is, because all of us like to go on, you know, these websites and shit like that. Even my channel is considered one of these fringe fucking sites because I put up UFO stuff, you know, and it's like all that shit will be threatened if we don't say something, man. So it's super, super important that we make it a point to go and yell at these assholes who want to do this, man. Yeah, power to the peeps. That's fucking right. You took my mojo. Smooth Virus is saying FCC HQ is literally a 10-minute walk from my front door. I think I'm going to going to the protest. Damn right, Smooth Virus. You better go to the protest and you better fucking videotape that shit. And I will post that shit on UFO Proof, dude. You know? Exactly, man. Look how animated Kyle sounds on the subject. Well, fuck, dude. What do you expect, man? Exactly. I hate censorship. Absolutely, man. You know, it's fucking, it's bullshit, dude. You know, and like I said, and you guys all know that I'm a lefty. You know, you guys all know I'm a fucking progressive. You know, but I got a ton of fucking people who are friends of mine who are not, who are on the right and shit like that. And all of our fucking shit about, what up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? Our freedom to do what we want is totally at risk, man. So Smooth. Absolutely. Go down there and protest and fucking videotape that shit. And I will post that shit on UFO Proof, man. I took a ride last night, listened to Godsmack Awake, and screamed till my vocal cords bled all over this shit. Hell yeah, dude.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? You're fucking on here for once, dude. Jesus Christ.
I finally got my shit sorted, dude.
Fucking finally, dude. God, it took you long enough.
Damo.
Oh, Q.
You're right, mate.
So how long did it take you? What are we going on? 2 years now, or fucking shit, dude? For those of you who don't know, Paul is a good friend of the channel and has been around for a long time, and he has never been able to come on to Hangouts before. Every single time he has come on, fuck off, something has fucking happened, dude. Every single time, man.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. So Paul, what do you think about this? Since we kind of switched subjects real quick, and we're discussing this whole net neutrality thing. What do you think about this, man?
I think it's all bollocks, mate.
That's fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah, man. It's bullshit.
You know. Well, let's get. You know what? I want to get your thoughts on some UFO stuff now that we finally got your ass on here. Cubid was. Oh, did we fucking? Did we lose him?
Oh,
Cubid.
he's gone. He's gone.
Ah,
Oh.
God damn it, dude. We fucking lost. This is the fucking problem, people. You see, every single time Paul gets on here, this fucking happens, dude. Every single time, dude. We fucking lose him, dude. All right. Forerunner saying, in retrospect, moving Trump out of office wouldn't change really anything due to the fact that Pence would become the next in line and will have to deal with his or the views of reps. Absolutely. Trump, it's like I'm saying, he doesn't realize what he's doing by putting these fucking assholes in power. All right. But he's fucking shit up, but you can't put it on fucking Trump because Trump doesn't have the fucking the power that fucking Congress has and that the Senate has. He has his fucking power, the executive branch, but he doesn't have the fucking power of the Senate and Congress to pass laws and make laws and shit. That's what they do, and that's exactly who we need to fucking fight over. I mean, I know, Paul, it's fucking bullshit, dude. If we can keep the light shine on uncovering the corruption, everyone wins. Absolutely, man. Daniel Moore is saying, vote out of office. The whole democracy government system is just to give us an illusion of choice. We don't have a fucking clue who's really pulling the strings and setting the agenda. Executra. I don't know what that last word is. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is that we can vote people out of office and it can be fucking done. Just look what happened to Virginia. They didn't like the way shit was going. That place has been ran by Republicans for fucking ever, dude. I mean, that has been a red state for fucking ever. And in a single night, it fucking flipped. And the Democrats got voted in to fucking 32 different seats in this Republican-held state forever, dude. It totally flipped and went totally Democrat now, And I mean, so that is absolutely possible. Voting does make a difference if you get out there and you fucking do it, man. I mean, vote when people who say oh, voting doesn't work and shit like that. That's who says that? People who don't fucking vote. That's who says that. People who don't get up and try to fucking make a difference and care about what happens in their community and shit like that. I've been in. When I turned 18, that was my one thing that I wanted to do was go and get my voter registration card. I didn't care about going to the strip club or buying a pack of cigarettes. I cared about going and getting my voter registration card. I've been into politics for a long time. I think it's super important that people get into it. And so they know and they have their voices heard, in their community, man. But yeah, but he is right. Daniel Moore is right when saying, he's not exactly sure who's pulling the fucking strings. The whole government is, is fucking corrupt. It is, dude, but you can make a difference if you make a loud enough noise. I mean, look at this shit with Obamacare. The Republicans own everything. They have the White House, they have the Congress, they have the House of Representatives, they have the United States Senate, they have the Supreme Court. They have everything. They could pass any single law they wanted to, all right? But it's because the people came out and made their voices heard. They went to the like the senators, they went to their offices and shit like that. They went to their town hall meetings and they all protested and they're like, you take my fucking Obamacare and I'll strangle you, you motherfucker. They're like, oh, all right, fucking fine. It's fine. We'll leave it alone. They fucking left it alone, man. So it's like, they will happen if you make your voice heard, dude. They will listen. You just have to yell extra loud, you know. What up, James? How you doing, brother?
This sucks, man.
Oh, we can't hear you, buddy. Turn your mic up, man.
Mike.
Oh, I think we got you there for a second. Try it again. Cupid, are you hearing
now?
anything?
You hear me now?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we
now
hear
we
you.
got you.
Okay. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, this
okay.
sucks. It's just when I come up with a good idea for, you know, my channel and making something, you know, and then here we might be censored, you know. So it's crazy, man.
If you have an idea for a channel that's anything out of the fucking norm, all right. If it's not something that can go on ABC or CBS or fucking, you know, Family Fun Time Hour, then fucking just say fuck off, because it's not going to happen. You know, you're going to fucking lose that ability because they're going to throttle back any kind of conspiracy sites, any kind of so-called fake news, even though we are not fake news and we make it a point to put out real shit. You know, we're still, because we're involved with UFOs and stuff, it will absolutely affect us, and it'll affect anybody who does anything relating to this subject. You know, it's going to be fucking bullshit, man. And, you know, it's like when we might not feel the effects of it for a while, but when it happens, it'll happen hard and it'll be too late to do anything about it. You know, that's why it's like we got to make our voices heard now, dude, because it's.
You know what else sucks about it?
What's up?
You know, like how we surf the net and look for interesting things, like you know, like finding all the pyramids and different and undisclosed things that we find on the internet that people put on there that won't be there no more. And I really enjoy that. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. You know, that's half the fun, is going around and researching it and trying to find that shit on the internet and looking up cool shit, dude. That's half the fun of it, dude. Cupid, you know, that's how he gets off, dude. You know, it's by going around looking up shit online. You fucking know it, dude. Look at his headset and shit, dude. Come on.
Piss off.
What up, Warren Osmond? How you doing, buddy? The only way you ever get true change is if you have civil unrest to the point of no return. You know, well, yeah, basically, you know, when you have everybody going screaming the same thing and they're like, you know, fuck this shit, you know, to the point where they're going to fucking rebel against your ass, you know, because that's just the thing. Yeah. Say they don't go and they don't vote you out of fucking office. If you piss the people off too much, they forget about the whole voting system. And they just go and drag your ass out, you know. They'll just straight up go and lynch a motherfucker and drag you the fuck out of office and take over your fucking headquarters. And there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it, you know. It's like fucking, and that's what they don't want. They don't want some kind of revolution like that, because when you push the people too far, that's what happens, man. Is a revolution, you know. And that's exactly what they don't want. So, but true, man. Exactly. Big money has all the power. People are not free thinkers. They are employees of the system. Absolutely, man. You know, it's the propaganda and, you know, manipulation through media and shit like that, that controls people and controls people's thoughts and fucking, you know, shit like that, man. That's why I make it a point. I never listen to anyone's fucking story, whatever news outlet I'm getting my information from. I actually go and search up the source of the information and find out exactly where it came from. And then I can determine it myself, because everybody pushes their own little agenda, whether it's out in the open and fucking hardcore or whether it's like real subtle. They all do it. You know, even I do it, you know, everybody does it, man. So when you want to go and look up stuff, you have to go like John was saying the other day, you know, fact check me. When I go and I put stuff out, you know, you can't just take what I say at fucking face value, even though I am telling you the truth. I make it a point to always do that. You need to go and fact check me and fact check everybody and say, okay, this is what, you know, so you know that, okay, they're telling the truth. You know, you have to go and find it for yourself, man. I mean, fucking, you can't take anybody at fucking face value. Go and fact check everybody. And if anyone has a problem with being fact checked, that's because they're full of shit, dude. You know, I welcome anyone to go and fact check everything I fucking say, man, because I make it a point to tell the truth, not to put out any fake bullshit, dude. You know, I make it a point. I fucking go out and check that shit first, you know, and then I put it out. But I welcome everyone to go and fact check me and see what I'm saying is true, you know, before just blindly believing what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah, you know, yesterday I was going through my subscriptions, and I was just checking because I got a lot of subscriptions on YouTube, and there was like 3 or 4 of them that had been terminated that were really good sites that I enjoyed watching, you know. And this ain't even happened yet with what we're talking about, you know.
Yeah.
And if they censor everything, what's the internet? What good is the internet? I mean, I only come on here for the fun of it and the entertainment. If I ain't got that, then I'm done. Then they're going to lose all that money because I'll be out doing other things. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He says, yep, the interest that can never be paid because the money doesn't exist. That what keeps us working. Oh yeah, what was he talking about? The Fed? You know, what's he talking about? Federal Reserve, I'm assuming. You know.
Well, going back to what you were saying there about checking facts and stuff like that, when you had the issue looking at the moon where the Babel Tower had apparently disappeared, I put up a video, and I sent it to you. I'm sure you saw it, showing that I didn't know what you were doing wrong, but the Babel Tower was still there, and then it came out that you hadn't put, was it terrain on? So it shows that even somebody coming out like yourself and giving a truthful account of something can get it wrong sometimes.
Absolutely. You know, and that's true. And in fact, about exactly with that fucking Tower of Babel, I actually made an update video showing everybody, and I think I did that within like a day or 2 days of the fucking putting out the original video. Because as soon as I found out that what happened, what it was, there was a button that I had clicked. I had unchecked a button or a terrain button, you know?
Yeah.
And once I realized what the hell had happened, I was like, I got to go and make an update video and let everybody know, hey, this is what fucking happened, you know? And see, and that's what's important is it's like when new information is discovered, you have to add that. You have to change your theory to match the facts. You know, you can't change your facts to match your theory. You know, your theory and your ideas have to change to match with what evidence you have. It's not the other way around. And that's the problem is everybody always does it the other way around. They try to twist the facts around to match their fucking theory and to match their viewpoint. And you can't do that. You know, you'll never reach the truth if you do that. The only way to get to the truth is if you change your theory to match the facts. If you take the facts that you have and incorporate them into your theory, and so your theory needs to evolve into whatever it becomes now with these new facts included, you know, that's how it has to happen.
Yeah, you've got to stay.
That's why we love you, dude. You don't BS and always speak the truth unapologetically. Respect, brother. Fucking hell yeah, dude. That's right, man. You know, even when you're fucking wrong, you know, you got to come out and say, fuck, I'm wrong a bunch of times. I was like, oh, I was wrong about this or I was wrong about that. But I make it a point to come out and say I'm wrong. And because I don't expect to be right about every single thing, you know. I hope to be right about fucking most things, but in fact, there are times when I'm wrong, and when I am wrong, I make it a point to go and do a video on it and show that I was wrong. I never post any fucking hoax videos ever. If I'm posting a hoax video, it's because I'm debunking it, you know? And it's like I make it a point to fucking do that shit, to only put out the truth. And no, this, you know, any other way is fucking bullshit, dude. It's scandalous, man. UFO Today is saying internet neutrality is like public streets. Imagine that a law was passed that only expensive cars are allowed to drive on the fast roads. Fucking, what a perfect analogy, right? I mean, what a fucking perfect analogy. That's exactly what it's going to be, you know? Okay, but I want to make sure we get back to what we were talking about. Now, QVid, what were you talking about before we jumped into net neutrality? You're talking about the pyramids and the what were you saying?
Right, with the pyramids, or certainly with one of the pyramids in Egypt, I'm not sure which one it is, but there's from the King's Chamber, there's a small thin corridor. It's only big, something like that, big enough to get a remote control car down, which they have basically done.
Oh, the shaft. You're talking about the shaft in the pyramid?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
The shaft have had a different purpose because there was a couple of them that they found. Could there have been a different purpose to the shaft? I mean, from a thing that I saw, they were saying that the idea of it was the shaft, if you turn the clock back on time, would have been aiming at, like, from the King's Chamber to a particular star
Yeah,
on
it's like
Orion's
serious.
belt, and from the Queen's Chamber, it was going to another star, whatever.
Yeah.
But could they have been there for a different reason?
Of course they were there for a different reason. I think that's that speculation that it's, you know, helps represent a star date is completely fucking wrong, dude. You know? I mean, like, it's just, that just doesn't seem to make fucking sense to me. All right. Okay, because the star, okay, yeah, say it points to a certain star. At, you know, at what time? You know, it's like, okay, well, that star is only literally going to be in view of the shaft for a matter of minutes, and then it will be out of view of the shaft. So like, why would they make a fucking, why would they do it like that? Like, that's going to be able to hold down a specific date. That's fucking retarded, man. You know,
well,
that
the
doesn't
thing was, something I saw was saying that the theory, you know, it could be a valid theory that that was why they were there, so that the spirit could go to the star, you know. But the problem with it was, when the Egyptians were actually around and when the pyramid was made, the shaft didn't actually point at the star. If you go back like an extra 4,000 years, laughing pointed at the star. And that's where I still think the whole timeline is out. I don't know.
absolutely.
I don't know who's messed it up, where it's being messed up, or how it's being messed up, but I do think it's being messed up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, and you bring up an excellent point is that so say they're building the pyramid. When that fucking shaft aligns to the star or whatever, well, if it's taken them 20 years to build the pyramid, that shaft, even within the time of them constructing it, would no longer align with that star, you know? I mean, even if you're going by their timeline, even if you're going by, 20 years, in 20 years, that star will still be out of position, you know? It still will not be lined up perfectly. So what would be the point of that? It just doesn't make sense, man. You know? I think it's an interesting theory. I just think the theory is in fact wrong. And I'm not talking shit about Robert Bevel or whatever. I think he's an excellent researcher, and that's the guy who came up with that theory, you know, and the whole Orion correlation. I think it's very interesting, and that I think it's an extraordinary coincidence, but that's a coincidence nonetheless, man. You know, I think it's purely a coincidence, and he's connecting dots that simply aren't fucking there, you know?
One thing about the coincidence was, though, if if the Egyptians weren't around at that specific time that we're led to believe, if they were around at an earlier date, it did actually line up with the star. And I'm a firm believer that the times that we're being told are completely wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, I just don't see the evidence to suggest that these timelines are correct. In fact, you know, that's the thing. Whenever they get a piece of evidence that fucking throws their timeline into a fucking, you know, and it throws it out the window. So this piece of evidence proves that your timeline is wrong. You know what they do? They reject that piece of evidence. They say, no, the evidence is correct. You know, they're like, no, the theory is correct. That piece of evidence is wrong. You know, and it's like, that's such a bad way to go about it. You know, it's the only way to go about it is to change your theory to match the evidence, is to match the facts. You know, so if you have a piece of evidence that suggests that humans came here at fucking 1 million years ago, and that when the first humans were first fucking humans were on Earth was 1 million years ago instead of 400,000 years ago, then you have to change the fucking timeline to fucking match the evidence. You can't change the evidence to match your theory. You know, it doesn't make sense to do that, because then you're not actually getting at the truth. You're getting at what you want to be the truth. You know, what your truth is, not what the actual truth is. You know, the Warren Osmond is saying the planet moves and changes position, not the stars. Of course, duh, dude. Everybody knows that, but we're just using it as, you know, and as an analogy. It's just a way of saying it so people understand what we're talking about, you know. But yes, of course, it is the planet that moves, not the stars. Duh. But of course, in a sense, the stars would technically move too, you know, just at a very small scale, comparatively speaking.
What, the planet
Go ahead.
moves?
What's up?
What, the planet
No,
moves?
that's just crazy globe head talk, dude.
Yeah, crazy round earth talk.
Stupid globe heads.
We all know we're looking at the inside of a turtle
Yeah,
shell.
Bo Weaver is I agree, Bo Weaver, because Bo Weaver was saying, I'm pretty sure stars are moving too. Yes, they are in fact moving as well, you know. Yeah, Gas Mask is saying the stars are moving too. No, the stars are moving too as they orbit around the center of the galaxy. Very correct. So we all are on agreement with with what I was saying. That yes, the stars do in fact move as well. But what up, Bobby Cash? How you doing, buddy? Yep, Rob Cass is saying everything moves. Who to my mojo is saying my other car is a Death Star. Hell yeah, dude. What up, Gaming Masters? How you doing, buddy? What's Roman saying? Metal or Medi? I don't know what that means. But anyway, best bumper sticker ever, right? Our sun hit hauling ass around the center of the galaxy, absolutely. Or around the galaxy. But yeah, you know, I think that going back to UFO hotspots, I would think that places like the Egypt or like the pyramids. Hang on, UFO Today is saying everybody make sure to share the YouTube link on your Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever. Makes all the difference. It's even better than super chats in the long run. He's absolutely right, man. If you guys help share my fucking videos, man, that makes such a huge difference, dude, because YouTube is not doing it and will not fucking help us out, man. You know, so sharing your video, sharing the videos on YouTube and on Reddit and Facebook and Twitter, just sharing those videos makes such a huge difference, man. You know, just fucking, you know, and it's not hard. Just go and click that fucking share button, and there it gives you a bunch of options to share all that shit, dude. So go and fucking do that and just share the fuck out of it, dude. You know, and I'm not saying, you know, you got to share the hangouts, you know, because they're always long, like hour-long videos and shit. But at least my videos, you know, like the fucking the Polish UFO video I just put out, that's a great one to share. My Igor Crown video, go ahead and fucking share that shit. That shit's funny as hell. You know, it's only funny though that to people who know who fucking Igor Kran is, you know, and how stupid he is, man. I wonder what people who watch it who don't know Igor Kran, what they think of it, you know? Because to me, you know, knowing Igor Kran, it makes that shit so fucking funny. But if you don't know who he is, I wonder if it's fucking, if the video's stupid. Oh yeah, Bobby Cash. No, it fucking sucks, dude. Hotspot sounds like a porn video. That's funny. The name's James. I swear a lot too, bro, but what the fuck? Exactly, man. You know, they got a problem with me swearing for some reason, you know. It's certainly a lot more common these days for people to believe in UFOs and aliens. Exactly, you know. I mean, that's because so many people have had encounters like myself, you know, who know that that there is a fucking actual truth to the subject. It really does happen. Does Igor have a hump? Fucking probably, dude. Yeah, he's fucking such a fucking jackass, man. I tell everyone to check out your videos. Hell yeah, Paul. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, spread that shit around. Fucking share that shit on Facebook, Twitter, fucking, you know, just go down to the little share button on YouTube, man, and it gives you all the options to share with all those different sites, dude. You know. And engage in conversation about the subject. Absolutely, you know. It's pronounced Igor. It could be pronounced Igor. I always call him Igor. Like from Frankenstein and shit, dude, you know. No, a lovely lady lump. Aha. Boliva, that's funny. Gaming Masters, I saw a UFO in the sky before. Oh yeah. Well, it's like, you know, a unidentified flying object, you know. It's not like a ULO, like a unidentified landed object. Roman is saying Jacques Vallée for no reason, apparently. Is there a point to the whole Jacques Vallée comment, or what was that? I don't know. What up, Jennifer? How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
No, not much.
Hey,
Well,
Jennifer.
What's up, my
YouTube
love?
has decided to stick advertising in to the point you have to pay to remove so many of them. I thought we did these things because it was meant to be free. It's bad enough using all your G's. Yeah, you know, like I had YouTube Red, which I think, if you know, is the way to go if you don't want to see the ads and stuff. But which I hate seeing all the fucking ads. But it, you know, it was Blake and Brent who suggested that I get rid of my YouTube Red. That way, they're like, that way you can see if the ads are popping up on your videos and shit, man. They're like, you should just get rid of YouTube Red. So I'm like, oh fuck it. So, you know, I mean, because it's only $10 a month. It's not that expensive, you know. And you don't have to sit through any fucking ads, which is great. But I mean, excuse me, when you're trying to run a channel, it's important to be able to see if ads are getting played on your videos. So, you know, I went with, you know, obviously Blake and Brent have a lot more experience in YouTube than I do. So it's like fucking, I got to go with their advice, you know, and you know, it actually helps out, I think.
See, for me, it doesn't bother me seeing adverts, because the way I look at it is I spend most of my life on YouTube, and seeing the odd advert now and again, it's less than you would see if you were watching television over here.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And at the same time, just a minute percentage of a penny or whatever gets sent to you because of what's the advert. So adverts don't piss me off at all. They do not bother me at all. And people that complain about them will go and fucking pay for YouTube Red, or you know, use fucking ad block or whatever, and don't support the people like you're fucking watching and stuff. You know, because if you use an ad block, if I'm using ad block now, you get nothing off me.
Exactly.
But it doesn't bother me if I get 5 adverts up over an hour period. It does not bother me at all. It does not bother me when I click on one of your videos and an advert comes up. To me, that is, well, I've just helped Cal.
Yeah, absolutely right, man.
You know, way, you know, but
it does, no, but it does help, dude. You know, like fucking, you know, every time someone sits and watches through an ad, you know, or actually clicks on the ad and goes and purchases something, that fucking helps. It makes a huge difference, dude. You know, so I mean, that shit, it's you know, it's important and shit, dude. Like, oh, you know what else, dude? I found out that like they can demonetize your videos. However, if during your demonetization, if viewer engagement is like does something, like reaches a certain level or does something like the algorithm picks it up, like it depends on how your viewer engagement is once a video comes out. If you have like what they consider really good viewer engagement, the demonetization goes away and they monetize your videos. You know, so fucking when I put out a new video, if you have a bunch of people on there who are all commenting and all like giving thumbs up and shit like that, it actually changes the algorithm and makes the computer monetize your videos. You know, ads only piss me off when it's a 30-second ad to watch a 30-second clip. Oh yeah, exactly. You know, I've seen it where they fucking had a 5-minute ad for fucking like a 2-minute video, you know? They have like a 5-minute ad in there, dude. Have you ever seen a fucking like the 30-minute ads?
Yeah. I had
You know,
one
that's fucking
I
crazy,
had
dude.
one the other day, and it was on maybe an 8-minute video, and it was just like, are you taking the piss?
You know, view time is very important. Absolutely. You know, people watching, you know, the entire video, man, is makes a huge difference, man. On somewhere it was 5. I had somewhere, or I heard somewhere, it was 5 minutes, mandatory 5-minute ad. Oh man, oh that sucks, dude. Looking sky that was changing shape, presented it in the form of bluish light. Oh no shit anymore. You should send me the pics, dude.
Yeah, watch time is an important thing, because if you get people clicking on your video and clicking off within like the first 5 seconds,
That's really
say it's
bad.
a 5-minute video, it's damaging. I mean, people are always worried about people giving you a thumbs down. In actual fact, they can thumbs down all they like. It's still classed in YouTube's eyes as interaction.
Exactly, you know? And well, because there's also people on there who will say stuff like they'll have a video and they're like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? If you guys agree with me, give it a thumbs up. If you disagree, give it a thumbs down. You know? And so you could have a bunch of people disagreeing or agreeing or whatever and give you a bunch of thumbs down, but that could be a good thing, you know, because you're using it as a way to gauge your audience opinions, you know. So the thumbs down, yeah, I never understood that, dude. You know, fucking they want to go and do that, but it's like, dude, it doesn't affect it. All it does is help it, you know.
Yeah, so let them thumbs down all they like.
Yeah, fucking go ahead, thumbs down all you want.
In fact, you know what? You've got 2 thumbs down at the moment. I've just given you a 3rd one.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gone up to
douchebag!
4
You
as
better
well.
take that thumbs down off of there, you son of a bitch.
Hey, it's all interaction.
Yeah, motherfucker, that's funny, dude. I'm gonna go see what I got. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. You better take that thumbs down off there, you son of a bitch. Now I just added the thumbs up. Yeah, motherfucker. Oh, god damn it! I just got 2 more thumbs down, you motherfuckers.
Unsub.
You fucking douchebag. Yeah, what the fuck? A half-hour show ad before my 10-minute smoke break. I'll watch yours and Ken the Astronomer's ads and a couple other channels, but never vote. That was the best this year. What was the best this year? Kyle, did you get to see Josh Gates' UFO on Easter Island? Everyone I showed the photos to was speechless. I want to see, dude. Send them to me, man. One UFO for truth at gmail.com. The one my father saw was massive. He estimated it to be about a mile across. No shit, dude. And Who Took My Mojo was saying that was the best this year. This UFO video over Easter Island was the best this year.
What did you do for your Thanksgiving, Carl?
Fucking nothing, dude.
Okay, that was short and sweet. Thank you for that bit of information.
Did you? How come your thumbs down? Get your thumbs down off of there, you son of a bitch.
I've taken it off. You've now got 20 thumbs up. At one point before, you had 7 thumbs down. You've now only got 3.
The best evidence this year. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I can dig up the photos. Of you're interested, they should still be on my Mrs. camera. Oh, sweet. Yeah, look them up, send them to me, man. You should do a video on it, Kyle. Okay. Yeah, what was it? You said a Josh Gates Easter Island UFO. Okay, I'll check that out, man. I'll do a video on it. D-Sun, East Cult. What's that? Where's Raphael or Cons when you need them, dude? My miss is so huge one. last night, shaped like a cigar. Then she realized it was my cock. Ha! Dun.
So it was a small cigar.
It was a very small cigar, dude. It was a butt. It was a cigarette butt. I'm at a 10-minute video preface with a 30-minute show is done. Moving on. Oh, exactly, man. Seen many over Smoky Mountains where I live there. Bill Paps is saying he's seen many Smoky Mountains or UFOs over the Smoky Mountains. Someone else was saying that they had a hotspot for UFOs in Colorado somewhere as well. It was a cigarillo.
Think about them.
Hey, what up, Sebastian?
What do you think about that theory about the asteroids or meteors seeding the Earth? Because if that's true,
panspermia.
Yeah, if that's true, then life came from somewhere else, right? So there must be life somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, and what he's talking about the theory of panspermia, which is the theory that life gets spread around the universe via comets and asteroids carrying, the building blocks of life. So carrying amino acids and stuff like that. And then, so you have a couple amino acids, and then you have a bunch of time, and eventually you're going to get life, That's the theory of panspermia. Then you actually have the theory of directed panspermia, which is an intelligent life form actually sends out life or whatever and directs it towards certain planets or certain star systems or whatever, and just shoots it off into space and lets it go and fucking grow that way, and that's like goes along with like the ancient astronaut theory,
I like that,
which I believe, if panspermia is true, then I believe, directed panspermia is probably more likely the reason why you have Homo sapiens and shit like that.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I think that's probably one of the better theories that I've heard.
Exactly. I know. I like it. Did you hear about the Reddit post from the astronomer where he talked about the interstellar asteroid? Yes, actually I did. It was pretty cool. Look up Axel Stoll, intelligent but batshit crazy. All right, Sebastian. Thought shaping. What is thought shaping? I guess that's a thing. This is a UFO hotspot. Hell yeah, dude.
Didn't they say they were questioning the asteroid that was coming from out of our orbit or from interstellar space? Didn't they question it to be a starship?
Yeah, fucking conspiracy theorists did, but no one with a fucking brain did. They all said, "Oh yeah, it's a cool oblong fucking asteroid." In fact, its shape makes fucking sense. And I forget
That's what I was going to say.
I think it was Smooth Virus who was describing the way that that one of these could be made like that, which made absolute fucking perfect sense too, man. What up, Will MC? How you doing, buddy? Okay, evolution. Yeah, haven't you noticed the human race has become more mature and even better looking? Humans, well, over England anyways. Oh, okay. All right, you guys, I gotta get off of here. I want to thank everyone for coming and joining me. James 83, Gyro 420, Qvid, as always, buddy. James, you can hit me up later today if you want to, man, in a little bit or whatever. We can go over that shit on about your channel, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right. And everyone else, hey, remember, like, subscribe, share the videos, share the fuck out of them, share them on Facebook, share them on Twitter, all that good shit. And I will see you guys for tonight's show. All right, you guys. UFO proof out.
Later.
All right.